With over 50 amateur bouts under his belt, lightweight Christian Palomo is no stranger to the fight game. Now 1-0 as a professional after his debut win in Tennessee against Cedric Marble. He looks to keep the momentum going at Caldwell Fight Night 3 when he faces Abel Kassa. Christian, how you doing today, bro?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing phenomenal, man. Hey, I want to talk to you right off the bat about the fact that you got 50 amateur bouts under your belt, 1 pro fight. You're going to be coming up Caldwell Fight Night 3 as a follow-up to that 1 win under your belt. Talk to me about the amateur background that you got and how that's prepared you for now your 2nd pro fight.
Well, my amateur days, I started young, which is good. My grandpa is the one that got me into it, and he taught me really well.
Shout out grandpa, right?
Shout out, yep. And with my amateur, I went into a lot of the tournaments, the top ranked tournament, not top ranked, but the Golden Glove tournament and Adidas tournaments, and so that helped me for now. And so with those tournaments under my belt, I feel like I have the experience for professionals.
Yeah, nice. Well, it sounds like you probably got a lot of the jitters out over in Tennessee.
Oh yeah,
right?
100%.
I mean, that's a long ways to go to get your first pro bout under your belt. How did that come about?
Well, it really was because I didn't want my first fight to be here for the same reason, because I wanted to get the jitters out.
Okay.
And me going to Tennessee out of state helped me do that, because not a lot of people went there that I knew. But now that I'll be fighting here, everyone that I know is going to be here at the fight, so that's just going to motivate me more to do the best.
Okay, so is this your stomping grounds then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Okay.
I fought in here numerous times in Nampa, Caldwell, Middleton. So yeah.
So now you get to fight in front of the home crowd.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Let's rewind it back, if you could, for me, for that bout in Tennessee that you had. There had to have been some other lessons that you picked up there in a pro bout that maybe weren't exposed within the amateur ranks. What's something that you pulled away from that fight that taught you something that you're now going to apply going into the 2nd pro bout?
Well, that first fight taught me, to stay calm in the ring and just be really aggressive and have confidence in my team. Without my team in my first fight, I wouldn't have done as good as I did. So this time around, I'm really leading into my team and making sure that they do everything for me and I can do everything for them.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Give me a little bit of rundown for anybody that's listening to this. Maybe they have never checked you out before, haven't seen you online or anything like that. Describe your boxing style from your perspective.
Oh, I'm a boxer. I'm a stick and move, stick and jab. That's what my grandpa taught me. I don't like getting hit, so I always use my jab on the outside. And I'm not a knockout artist, by any means, but I have a heavy hand, so I think I could do some damage this time around.
Okay, so you'd say you're more of a tactician that...
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Okay, so I think you envelop what the term sweet science is, right?
Yes,
in terms of boxing.
Yeah.
You study
That's what my grandpa taught me. Use your jab as a knife and keep them away, and just don't get hit. That's the number one thing.
Yeah, it's a Floyd Mayweather-ism as well. He never likes to get hit.
Yeah, no, I don't like getting hit. No.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your upcoming opponent, if you know anything about him at all. Abel Kassa. Have you heard of him? Have you seen any of his bouts? What do you know about him?
Yeah, I've seen his last fight. He looked pretty good. I think I don't count anyone out, so I know he's coming in.
Put the hurt on you.
Yeah, he's trying to hurt me, and I'm trying to hurt him. So it'll be a good fight.
Nice. So when you're in there and you know very little against an opponent, how do you make adjustments in the ring as somebody who studies the sweet science? What goes into your thought process as you're in there real time?
Well, it definitely has to do with their feet work and how they're moving, their head, and their eyes tell everything. If you look at their eyes, their eyes is what normally is where they're gonna punch. So, I look them in the eyes and I look at their feet for the most part, and
able to read them that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Is that pretty challenging when you're dealing with all the adrenaline rushing through you? You got the screams of the fight fans out there, music going on. Like
that first fight, I didn't hear anything, man. I
zoned out,
was just, yeah. So I imagine that's gonna happen again this time around. I just zone in to the fight and just everything else just out.
Yeah. What got you most excited about being able to now perform in front of a hometown crowd? The last 2 bouts that have happened in this arena, jam-packed crowd, right? Really loud and raucous crowd. It's been pretty electric. What's got you the most excited about being able to come and fight in front of the hometown?
I just think everyone that's gonna see me fight, they're gonna know why they came out to see me fight, and I think that's what's making me most excited, is that I'm training hard every day to show those people why I train hard every day.
For somebody that doesn't maybe even follow the sport a whole bunch, but maybe they're kind of catching wind of the excitement behind these events that are unfolding, what would you say to somebody that doesn't really follow the sport so much, and why they should come check you out September 27th?
You know what they say, if you see some guys playing soccer and then across the street you see 2 guys fighting, everyone's gonna go watch those 2 guys fight.
Yeah.
So that's it. Fighting's been everything. Well, not everything, but fighting is
It's been around for a minute,
yeah,
and it attracts people.
And it attracts it.
Yeah, I got you 100%. I wanted to ask you about the mental capacity that you've been able to develop as a boxer. It's obvious that it's not just a physical sport, right? It's very much a mental sport where you have to understand what you're doing. You have to understand how to read your opponent, like you said. Obviously, you got things built into you, like footwork that you've built habits for and whatnot. But how has boxing helped you develop mental endurance that not only serves you in the ring, but outside of the ring as well in life?
That's a great question. If I didn't start boxing at a young age, I would think I'd be a real big knucklehead, because that was kind of the route I've seen a lot of people around me take, my friends, some of my family members.
Yeah.
And boxing has just kept me out of trouble, kept me in good shape physically and mentally, and I can't thank it enough for that. So
elaborate on that for me if you could a little bit, because I know that sometimes we don't talk about those things because they're just kind of shelved underneath, but I also think it's important for people to know why being involved in a community or being involved in a sport like this, or having mentors, coaches, right, people in your life that are looking out for you, that are trying to keep your head on straight. What are some of those pitfalls that you avoided that friends and family fell into?
Oh yeah, well, a lot of it has to do with just people just not understanding. They see me train every day, and they see me just busting my ass, and they're like, why do you do that?
Yeah.
Well, I want to do it, I want to be the best that I can, and boxing shows that. Well, it's more of a feeling, I feel it,
Yeah.
And when I don't come into the gym, I can feel that, how you said, that mental awareness or physical, it's not
missing.
there, something's missing, exactly. So
Yeah.
boxing is definitely a piece of the puzzle for me, for
Absolutely.
sure.
I'm looking at this picture over here on the wall that you guys got stuck up here. Muhammad Ali's quote, it says, I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. I think that's a powerful motto, because it's not just talking about being a champion in the ring, right?
Oh yeah.
It's what you take with you and live out in your life as well that makes you a champion. And so I think you're onto something there. I think you're doing something that many people your age might not be willing to do, which is suffer now, right? So you don't have to pay later.
Yeah.
And we need to learn from that. That's real wisdom for sure. Looking ahead, for yourself, what's the ultimate vision that Christian Palomo has, beyond boxing, in the boxing ring as well, of course, but as a whole? You got any big surmounting plans or things that are developing?
Well, I always look at my grandpa, and my grandpa's dedicated his life to boxing, and that means the world to me, because it just shows me that even at his age, you know, he's 85 and he's still hitting the bag. He's still.
Is he here? The one that was walking around?
Yeah, he was here earlier.
The yellow shirt, right?
Yeah, he left.
Okay.
You know, I've seen the, how you said, community. I've seen the community he's created just here in Idaho, but just not just here in Idaho, but everywhere that he goes. He knows a lot of people, and I think for that, him showing me that and dedicating his life to boxing, I think really has made an impact on me, because, you know, it's shown me the positive of everything that he's done.
Yeah, he's building a legacy.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome. You know, any final shout outs you want to give to anybody, or words of encouragement, anybody checking this out and listening? Loaded question, huh?
Yeah. I think the only thing is that I train hard every day for myself and for the people around me, because it makes me better as a person.
Yeah. So you fight for those that are close to you. That's awesome. Thanks, Christian. Appreciate it, bro. And good luck.